Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a little bit of a different one for my channel, and it is 5 vegetarian meal ideas, or like 5 meals of the week. Yeah, this video is a collab with a lovely mummy vlogger called Kirsty. She's actually pretty local to me, and her channel is called Kirsty Elizabeth, so it'll be linked below if you want to check it out and see her vegetarian meal ideas. Yeah, and I'm going to insert a little like intro bit from her for you here.
Hi guys, I am Kirsty. I am mummy to 2 little girls, one who is 5 and the other who is not long turned 1. And basically on my channel you'll find very similar to Becca, mum related videos, lifestyle, food videos, hauls, that kind of thing. So we would absolutely love it if you could join us over on our channel and join us on our YouTube journey. We'll see you over there guys, bye!
I hope you really enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want any more meal idea videos in the future. And yeah, I'm just going to get on and show you what I am cooking tonight. I might show you a little bit more in detail tonight and show you kind of like bits of me actually cooking, but I won't do that for all 5 because it will be like a 6-hour video of me thinking I'm the next Gordon Ramsay, and you probably don't all want that. So yeah, I will show you what I'm cooking tonight. I'm making like a mushroom and chicken, obviously vegetarian chicken, like stroganoff thing with wild rice. That is on the menu tonight. Should be pretty tasty and fairly Slimming World friendly. I'm a bit hit and miss with Slimming World at the moment, as we know. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling, get on with the cooking and show you what we are having for dinner tonight. So these are the ingredients for tonight's meal. You don't need tons, so it's quite an easy one to make. I've got some veggie chunks. These are the M&S ones, which are my absolute favourite. These are frozen. But they seem to cook from frozen absolutely fine. I've never used these for this before. I normally use corn pieces, so it'll be interesting to see how they compare. The corn pieces do soak up the sauce really nicely and like absorb all the flavour. So I'll let you know what I think of these. I always put a little bit of nutmeg in there. I just really like nutmeg with any kind of like creamy sauces. Use fry light. Always use fry light as like a bit of a Slimming World nod. Add a splash of wine. This is a leftover bottle of red that has some left, so I'll put red in, but it works really nicely with red or white, so just whatever wine you've got hanging about, or obviously you can do it without wine if you prefer, but I think it really adds to the flavour. Got some garlic and herbs soft cheese. This is just Aldi's own like Philadelphia light type thing. Got some long grain and wild rice to have with it. Vegetable stock cubes, pretty standard in vegetarian cooking. 2 types of mushrooms. I've just got chestnut mushrooms and I think normal like white standard mushrooms, and then we've got chopped garlic, chopped parsley and chopped chilli, which are all frozen from Asda because I am incredibly lazy. So this is a super simple tea. I'm going to get cooking now and I will hopefully show you some bits as we go along. So I've put the rice on to boil in there. I'm just going to pop the timer on so I don't forget how long and then I'm just about to add the mushrooms to the vegetarian chunks in here. They've just been kind of cooking, frying with fry light, garlic and chilli, and I've just roughly chopped up the mushrooms, kind of the variation of sizes. I find with mushrooms, I'm sure this is common sense, but it's way easier to rip them up by hand than it is to actually cut them with a knife. So I'll just get those cooking down, and they do cook down a lot with the chicken pieces. You know what I mean when I say chicken pieces, they're not really chicken. And that will just cook down in there, and then I'll come back to you when I am adding in some other ingredients. So in here now I've got the veggie stock and about a glass of red wine, and I'm just going to pop the lid on that. This is steamy, and let it all kind of cook down a bit and reduce a little bit before adding in the cream cheese. So why is it that whenever you cook something and you're going to be showing it on camera, it never looks as good as normal? But this is the finished thing. I can't remember if I showed it, but I added in the Philadelphia, well, the fake Philadelphia, the what else did I add in? Seasoning, oh, some parsley, and this is the finished product. And I've done it with wild rice, as you can see, and I know it doesn't look great, but this never ever tastes bad. This is like my foolproof meal. It always tastes good. So yeah, there we have it, and I will see you for another meal very shortly. Right, so it's a bit of a steamy tea tonight, but we've got whole wheat spaghetti with homemade courgette meatballs. I think I've done this recipe on my channel before, so I'll link it in the description bar along with the recipe which I found on Pinterest, but it's basically meatballs made of courgette, cheese, basil, egg, breadcrumbs, and any seasoning you want, with a tomato sauce, and then whole wheat spaghetti. Also having a glass of wine as I opened it to pop in the tomato sauce. So this is a Shiraz by Hardy's. My mum's here for tea tonight as well as Andrew's on a late, so I'm not being a saddo, drinking wine on my own. And then I've just popped a little extra sprinkling of cheese on top of there. So for tonight I've made a really super simple like curry stir fry sort of thing. Thinking about it, I think this is actually vegan as well as vegetarian, unintentionally. But if you can see there, I've used these M&S veggie chunks, which are like my favourite meat chicken alternative. I prefer these to Quorn pieces. They're a recent discovery and I'm obsessed. We don't really shop in M&S, but for these I will make an exception. And then I've also got baby corn, peppers, tender stem broccoli, edamame beans, and then these are some of the things I've used in the sauce. I've used a tiny bit of peanut butter. I always cook in fry light. I'm not being particularly Slimming World friendly at all at the moment, but it's just like I have it. Got a bit of white rice vinegar, a tiny splash of toasted sesame oil, some soy sauce, and then I've also got garlic, chilli, lemongrass, I think maybe a bit of coriander, and that's it in there. And I literally just whiz it all up in the blender. I'm really lazy. Fry everything off and then add the sauce and cook for like another 10 minutes. Then I've just served it with whole grain rice. So that is tonight's dinner. So my mum has very kindly come round to cook this evening, and she has made like a vegetable casserole thing, as you can see. It's got potato, carrot, baby corn, Quorn pieces, broccoli, basically any veggies that are in the fridge, and she's made some cheesy herby dumplings, which are my favourite thing ever. And then I believe the sauce is just kind of, again, a bit of a chuck together of whatever's in the cupboard. Vegetable stock cube, a bit of tomato puree, what else? Herbs, garlic. And there it is, all served up, ready to eat. It would also be really nice with some like crusty warm bread, but we don't have any, so I am going for this solo. So tonight I'm going to cook my final meal of the video, and it's, shock horror, a really simple one. All of these meals I'm finding have been super simple, and also ordinarily when I cook them look really nice, and all the meals in this video have looked horrible, so just trust me that they've all tasted really good. But tonight I'm doing a really simple, like Mediterranean inspired roast vegetable rigatoni pasta dish. I've kind of just completely made it up as I've gone along, but I've made it before and I really like it. So these are the ingredients. I've got aubergine, some peppers, a courgette, some rigatoni, some passata and some tomato puree, some garlic, a bit of balsamic, again with the fry light. Sorry if you can hear Wilf in the background, it's nearly his bedtime, so he's grumpy. Some chilli flakes to give it a bit of a kick, vegetable stock cubes as always, and I like to add some lightly toasted pine nuts on top, as well as a sprinkling of cheese. Let's be honest, can't have pasta without cheese. So as with the first one, I will try and show you a little bit of me like preparing the meal, cooking the meal, and then the finished product, and hopefully it will look all right. So in here I've chopped up courgette, aubergine, red pepper and yellow pepper, and I've put on some fry light, drizzling of balsamic, and some salt and pepper, and I'm just going to pop it in the oven to roast. And then I'll probably pop them in for about 20 minutes and then see how we're going. So I've just added the roasted veg into a pan with some garlic and some fry light, and I'm just going to add in some of the ingredients to make it into like a bit of a roasted veg sauce. So I'm going to add in some tomato puree, big squeeze of that. Going to add a stock cube, just crumble that in. Jar of passata. This has basil and oregano in it. Actually, I might just get some extra frozen basil from the freezer. Add some of that in. Oh. What a fail. Let's take that out. Pretend that didn't happen. So we've got basil in there. I always add in some chilli flakes because I like it a bit spicy, but that is of course optional. A sprinkling of salt. And I would add in pepper as well, but we've run out of pepper. Who runs out of pepper? And then I'll just bob the lid on there and let it all cook down a little bit while I put the pasta on. So this is tonight's finished dinner. I've got the pasta with the sauce. I literally just stirred it all together with the toasted pine nuts on top. We're going to have it with some garlic bread. That's mainly for Andrew, but I'm not going to lie, I will have some. I'm just going to add a little, oh steamy, a little sprinkling of cheese. This is like my top Slimming World tip. I'm sure you all know it, but if you grate your cheese with the micro grate thing, it looks like you have so much more, it goes so much further. So like subconsciously in your head you feel like you are having more. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see more like meal idea videos from me. And I'm going to leave it there and see you all in my next video. Don't forget to go and check out Kirsty's after this, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye guys.